Falcon fans, and of course, good old Atlanta Falcon fans. You already know what it is. You already know what it do. One time for the fan, man. We back talking Falcons football. Breakfast with one time for the fan. Falcon fans talking Falcons football on a Falcons Friday. Big shout out to everybody who's tuning in. Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Wherever you're at, check in. Big shout out to everybody who's already pulling up to the chat. Good morning, everybody. T Will for my ATL Sports One Time for the Fan is in the building.
We in the building. We are in the
here
building.
On the show, talking Falcons football with me, T Will.
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
How you feeling?
I'm good, man. No complaints. Hopefully, these Falcons can pull it out. And what'd we be? 6-9, maybe? Yeah, 6-9.
We won't be 6-7. Hey, it won't be 6-7. T-Will. That didn't go over your head, right, T-Will? You got that one, right?
No. I know, because I have nieces that live with me, so they're always like 6-7, 6-7. So yeah, I'm hip with all the lingo, man. I'm hip, even though hip isn't really hip anymore. But whatever.
Hey, man, we got a lot to talk about on this show in such a short period of time. Got some stuff to do this morning. We didn't get a chance to do the Wednesday show with all the Falcon fans that was hitting me up like, Jack, you doing the show tonight? Not doing the show on Wednesday. But still, Sunday nights at 8, Wednesday nights at 8, Friday mornings, breakfast with one time for the fan. Falcon fans talking Falcons football on a Falcons Friday. We live, we lit, man. Big shout out to Miss Carrie as well. Big shout out to Bodie. 3,000. Don't know if Carrie will be blessing us this morning. Carrie has a lot going on, but I don't know if she'll be blessing us. She might be blessing us in the chat, but she's still the greatest super producer, co-host, and good friend of ours here at One Time for the Fan. T-Will, a lot has happened in the past week here with the Atlanta Falcons, and I'm sure people are a little bit surprised from seeing the Falcons pull out a big win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers down in Tampa last week. Carrie was on the show the other day speaking about it with us, about the energy, about the environment of what was going down there at Raymond James Stadium. Shout out to the Falcon fans who showed up and showed out down there in Tampa. But T-Will, there's another task at hand, and that is the Battle of the Birds, going on in Arizona this weekend. Big shout out to the fans who are getting on those flights today, tomorrow, and Saturday to go see the 5-9 Atlanta Falcons versus the 3-11 Arizona Cardinals. T-Will, could you imagine that?
Wow. The battle for mediocrity.
Oh my gosh. This ain't a Sunday night game too as well. It's not a primetime game. Right? So this is Sunday at what, 4:05 p.m.?
Yeah.
Which out there in Arizona, it's a couple hours behind. So 4 o'clock game for the Atlanta Falcons. I think what we should be expecting is another 500-yard performance from Mr. Kirk Cousins now. A performance from Kirk Cousins, I think fans would say, is this guy going to be our starting quarterback next year? T-Will, I mean, we can get straight into it, man.
You never know. He plays Tampa Bay well. I think in one of, I don't know, it was either quarterback season 1 or season 2, he has a book that he keeps on different defensive coordinator. And clearly he's figured Mr. Todd out, the head coach of the Tampa Bay Bucs. Like, he runs the Tampa too, but clearly he's figured him out, which is why he does so well against Tampa Bay. Now, I don't know who the defense coordinator is for Arizona, but we will see. We do have some fans in the stands, sir. We got Mr. Smooth C in the chat. We got Miss Karina. Hey, family. And, of course, we got Maggie T. Maggie T Protection. What's going on, Miss Maggie T?
A lot of fans here early this morning. Breakfast with one time for the fan. If you're on your way to work, if you're on your way to the gym, if you're just sitting up, relaxing, chilling. I know a lot of the kids in Atlanta, some of the school kids have this is the last day of school for some counties. So I know my kids, they're off to school and they'll be home for the next 2 weeks. So shout out if you're getting a chance to relax today, watching one time for the fan. If you're sitting at work, if you're sitting in traffic, in the car. Big shout out to everybody who's here just checking in with one time for the fan. Of course, T Will said smooth seat in the chat. Karina's in the chat. Maggie T is in the chat. Karina also said, I'm at the airport now, leaving for Arizona. Well, Karina, if you're around some Falcon fans, get them to tune in to One Time for the Fan, because we are live here talking some Falcons football. We want to make sure all the Falcon fans who are getting ready to board that flight to Arizona have a safe trip, safe travels to everybody. Arizona is a beautiful place. Have you ever been to Phoenix, the Glendale area, the Westgate Entertainment District? I've been out there a few times for the Falcons Cardinals games. There's a lot going on in that area too, as well, with just shopping in the clubs and the casino, and just the good food too as well. You know, that West Coast food is something else. So big shout out to everybody that's getting ready to head up.
What's your favorite dish that you had out there, Jack? That's
germane. They do
that area.
I would say, like, you know, of course the tacos for one, but the nachos are really good. Like, there's some restaurants that you would sit down. Salt is one of them. I think Salt is still open over there too as well. Even the food that we had at the what's that place, man? What's that place? It's across from Carousel. It's a restaurant. Damn, I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but it's some really good food. But that's what the nachos, the tacos, did a really good job. That West Coast, like, what's it called? Tex-Mex or something called? What do they call it, T-Will? That type of food or whatever it is? Man, that shit is good.
Tex-Mex? Is that what you're talking about?
Whatever it is called. I can't remember what it's called, but it's pretty good. It's really good. The nachos, the tacos, I would definitely recommend in Arizona. But yeah, there's some good eating going on out there too as well. So if you're heading over there to the Arizona area, relax, have a good time. I'm sure the weather is going to be nice too as well. Arizona usually has good weather. But shout out to Karina that's getting ready to get on the plane, heading over there to AZ. John Brooks is in the chat. What up, everybody? Go Falcons. It looked like Kirk O'Chains will be back. We're talking about that right now, John Brooks. So go ahead and stick around here on One Time for the Fan.
What up,
we got
John?
a lot to discuss on One Time. Lisa Shepard said, hey, y'all. Big shout out to Lisa Shepard in the chat. Let's see here. Janelle Everett's in the chat. He said, good Roll Tide Friday morning. It's not looking good for you guys today, Jarnell. What you guys got, the 8 o'clock game tonight? Tell you right now, man, them Boomer Sooners. She will. Them Boomer Sooners. Something else. Gotta be careful with them boys. They come out there to get another win over Alabama.
What are they playing in the West Coast Taco Bowl? I mean, it's a little early, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
That's what happens when you lose.
Will. You know, everybody can't be like them dogs, right? A lot of Georgia fans are sitting back waiting to see who's going to win this game, nor do we care because we'll beat both of those teams. You already know what it is, Jarnell.
They're playing in the
Falcon fans hit that like.
They're playing in the
It's the AutoZone Bowl?
Yeah.
I thought it was the Family Dollar Bowl.
There you go. There you go. Even better.
We're back on track here. Battle of the Birds, though, T-Will. Kirk Cousins going up against Jacoby Brissett. Kyler Murray shut down for the year. There's just been a lot of talk, T-Will, not only amongst our chat, you know, One Time for the Fan, content creators, Falcon fans on social media, but of course, across the NFL, about not only Raheem's job security, the future of the Atlanta Falcons here with Raheem Morris, and of course, some of the coaching staff, but the quarterback position, T-Will. I think it's very important that we have to point out that a lot of fans want a change when it comes to the head coach position, right? And from what I've heard, right, I ain't gonna do the sore, you know, that type of thing. But I have my connections, right? I have my connections. We had this conversation the other day after the Tampa Bay game in the chat, where I was hearing there was a real buddy vibe between Arthur Blank and Raheem Morris. I don't know if it's because we beat the Buccaneers. I don't know if it's because of the big.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Oh, that's right, buddy. Totally. I don't know if it's because it was a Thursday night win,
right,
over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
right.
But we did hear talks that Raheem and Terry's job will be evaluated at the end of the season. And of course, you got to look at what happened at the beginning of the season, and you didn't hear rumors about the evaluation at the end of the season. But now that you're hearing that, it kind of boils down to the last couple of games of what they possibly could be looking at. And of course, Raheem being that players coach, right? That media coach, right? That guy that everybody loves to see walk into a room, big smile, talking to you nice, good morning, everybody, that type of coach. There was reports that fans were even saying the locker room was lost at one point due to the whole Ray situation and what was going on behind the scenes with players, healthy scratches, and of course the loss to the Jets and some other stuff too as well. But T-Will, after that Bucs win, we saw the video in the locker room, right? Even at 5-9, players look happy to get a win over the Bucs. Now I know it's their job, right? I know they have to go out there and do what they have to do. We totally understand that. And it's a business. But T, I saw a lot of smiles in that locker room. I saw a lot of people looking like, hey, man, if we can beat the Bucs after coming back from 14, maybe we could get something going next year in the right direction. Of course, the salary cap is going to be looking kind of crazy with the numbers next year. Some people have to go. Coaching changes, of course, across the staff. And, of course, some players got to go, out the door and new players come in the door. But, T, there are some small positives that you can look at for this year that possibly could keep Raheem's job even going into next year. And it's not even just going off of Arthur Blank gives coaches his 3 years before they fire them. We totally understand that. But T-Will, like I told you, I heard from a bird.
You heard from a bird?
That there was a lot of buddy.
You heard from a bird? The bird's the word? What?
I'm just saying, bird. The bird is the word.
What? But
T-Will, the head coaching position is.
Was it Morris Day that you heard?
Oh, gosh. What? It possibly could have been. Okay. Could have been Jamal Anderson. No, I'm just playing.
Oh,
that's all you doing. I get ready to do the damn dirty bird on us for a minute there, T.Y. I know what you're about to crank up. But for the way we're looking at it right now, Falcon fans, we have to really look at Raheem Morris's job in the future and think, is it possible that he can keep his job here in Atlanta? And if it does seem like he's going to keep his job, because T-Will, every interview that Raheem gives to the people, it seems like Raheem is preparing for what, T-Will? He's preparing for the offseason.
Yeah.
He's preparing for next year. Even I can bring this tweet up because it's going to play into each other here, because pretty much both of our topics for this morning, because it's going to be a quick podcast, but both of our topics for this morning is going to play into pretty much one another. And the biggest thing that we have to point out here, I don't know if you can see this. Is it loading on the screen? Is it taking forever? Is it frozen? Please don't tell me it's messing up right now.
Yeah,
please don't tell me.
You're kind of frozen
right now.
You are frozen.
You're
frozen. Yeah, you're frozen. You're gonna have to let that thing air out.
StreamYard when we need it to StreamYard. Are we back?
Yeah.
Apologize.
I think you're trying to get there. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Jack.
Are we here, T-Will? Are we back?
We're here now. I hope we're back.
Are we back on One Time for the Fan, T-Will?
We are back. We are back.
Here we go. So Mark Raimondi reporting. Of course, we did hear about this because I know a lot of you guys watch the presser. A lot of you guys watch these press conferences with the coaches and Zach Robinson and Raheem Morris and so forth. But Morris says right here that even Cousins starting in week 1, 2026, if Penix cannot be out there, is an option, like others that will be considered in the offseason. I know there's fans that are saying, I don't want to hear that type of talk from Raheem. He's just out there because, it's the last couple of games of the season. Every coach talks like that. But the way I see it, T-Will, with this buddy system, that Raheem could possibly be back in Atlanta next year. And with the way the quarterback market is looking, and we'll touch on that in just a little bit more, the way the quarterback market is looking, the way the Indianapolis Colts went and brought a 44-year-old quarterback out of retirement to come play football. How old is he, T-Will? 44.
The man is
44
years old. He's 44. Jesus, man.
They didn't go look at a quarterback sitting on free agency. They didn't go look at Ryan Tannehill. They didn't go look at a quarterback, who can, maybe, help this team, the Colts situation for the next couple of years, even for the backup quarterback situation that's out there in Indianapolis. They didn't want to do that. They actually called a 44-year-old quarterback. How old is he, T. Will? 44.
44, man. 44, man.
They called a retired quarterback to come play QB for the rest of the year. And I will say, T. Will, he did have some bad throws, but if you look at it, Phillip Rivers was looking like Phillip Rivers out there at one point until the fourth quarter when, of course, Seattle came back and won the game. But T. Will, that even makes Kirk Cousins' job a little bit better next year because the quarterback situation is ugly around the NFL. Myles Garrett just reporting yesterday about the development of some of these quarterbacks across the league. And if you don't get you a Pat Mahomes, if you don't get you a Josh Allen, if you don't get you a guy that you can call your franchise quarterback for the future, what is the future for a quarterback across the NFL, especially with the Atlanta Falcons? And you have a guy, T. Will, who is a veteran. You have a guy who's played this position at a very high level, and he's still under contract. So it's kind of like, what do you think is going to happen here, T. Will? I told you about me hearing from a bird about Raheem, buddy, about that situation.
Buddy.
I'm going to put up the fans in the stands comments on the screen, T. Will, as you can explain what Mark Ramondi is talking about. We mentioned this multiple times here, that Raheem's job, even with that third-year situation, how Arthur Blank looks at his coaches, is kind of like, overweighing the fact that, hey, we had a losing season, because he will possibly give Raheem another shot to fix this. There are some things to look at when Arthur Blank can go over that evaluation with a couple injuries. Of course, the Zach Robinson being in the booth early in the season, not really connecting with Penix. There was a video that was on TikTok the other day about why Kirk Cousins is doing a decent job with Zach Robinson over Michael Penix is because Kirk Cousins is a right-handed quarterback versus Penix is a left-handed quarterback, same like Zach Robinson, a right-handed quarterback. So it's kind of like, do all these things factor in when Arthur Blank is looking at this job? Now, Terry Fontenot, we haven't spent too much time on. We're talking about.
Wait, stop.
Hey, look. Hey, stop. This is one time for the fans. And if fans put something out, we're going to put that out. We got to put it out there. I got to put it right there.
Okay. Wait, who put that out there now?
I reshared the video on Twitter. There was a guy on TikTok who shared that Zach Robinson's offense is ran well behind Kirk Cousins. Not well, like oh my God, we're the greatest team in the NFL, but decent enough to where you saw us beat the Bucs, and of course the Saints game, the play action, some of the plays that Kirk Cousins have had that has given him some success is because of him being a right-handed quarterback, just like
no, Zach it's Robinson. Because of number
being a left-handed quarterback, being in the pistol.
No, I got to stop you. 30% of those plays are under center. Let's start there, okay? Number one, 30% of those plays are under center because you know what? Play action doesn't work if you're not under center at some point. It draws the linebackers up. Okay, you can't run 90% of your plays out of the pistol. You just can't. This is not college. You just can't. That's number one. Now, whether that's on Kirk, whether that's on Penix being injured, I don't know, but let's start there. Number two, Kirk is a 14-year veteran. So if you think Kirk is not there checking out of things, right, where Penix wouldn't, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. This offense is working because Kirk is a 14-year veteran. And like it or not, he has experience. That is a part of why it's working. Also, it's working because he's under center 30% of the time. It has nothing to do with handedness. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. You say it again. Nothing. Nada. Zero. Zilch. Nothing. And it's not directed at you, Jack, but come on.
So it brings up the next question to you, Will, that if Michael Penix can't go under center and Zach Robinson can't design plays for a guy that's sitting in the pistol and the shotgun all day, and of course, most defenses are not looking at it as soon as Penix comes back, guess what? He's back in the pistol and the shotgun. So, of course, they're going to try to
I hope it's not the case. I really
haven't seen. I'm not, unless it's a new OC. Unless it's a new OC, T. Will, if you're looking at Zach Robinson, which we're not hoping that Zach Robinson's back next year. I know a lot of fans are probably. Well, I got to ask the fans: are you higher on Raheem Morris coming back next year with a new OC? Would you rather have Raheem Morris not in the building with Zach Robinson as the OC? In this situation, some people say I want both of them.
Yes,
but I think fans would probably lean more.
I'll take option B.
But what would you if both of them couldn't go? I know option B is your choice. If both of them couldn't go, T. Will, what would be your option? Would it be Raheem Morris come back with a new OC, or would it be Raheem Morris get up out of here and Zach Robinson is the OC? Looking at the quarterback situation, what would you want, T. Will?
It's like you're offering me the difference between Satan and Lucifer. They're the same.
Oh my gosh.
They're the same.
Oh my gosh, T. Will.
Who would you rather, Satan or Beelzebub? Satan or Mephisto? Whatever name you want to call him, it's the same. Okay?
This is not Iron Man and Captain America here. We're talking about Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson.
I know. But the point is, Jack, look, it's all fruit of a poisonous tree. Okay? I got that from watching my lawyer shows, guys. It's the same, right? I'm not Arthur Blank. I'm not. I can't. I don't know what he's gonna do. I would hope, right? Because to me, if you bring back Raheem, I don't even know what to think. The fact that you would even say that he has 4 games and you're going to evaluate them on 4 games. What about the last 2 years, right? What about last season? What about those follies? And they were follies. And I'm not going to list them. We all know them. What about this year? You mean to tell me your decision on evaluating this man is going to come down to the last 4 games? That is an insult to every Atlanta fan that comes out and watches them, to every Atlanta fan that dons that jersey. I just can't accept that. It's ridiculous. They should all be gone. That's my opinion. I know it doesn't matter. Who am I? I'm just a fry cook. I don't matter. But in my humble opinion, not one of those decisions is acceptable, sir. And this is not me being negative. This is me being honest. This is me being brutally honest. Raheem Morris has cost us 2 years. 2. Count them. 1, 2. 2 years. What is bringing him back next year going to accomplish? You're going to have less talent, right? You could franchise Kyle. Algiers not going to be here. Ellis may not be here. What's his name? Divine Diablo may not. You're going to have less talent than what you had this year. You messed that up, right? Through whatever you want to call it, whether you weren't honest with Penix about him being hurt, because I really think he's been hurt the entire time. The only reason that you can tell me that is acceptable to me as to why you can't bend down and snap the ball is because you physically can't. It's not anything mental. You've been hurt. And they've known this. And once again, we got to deal with the shenanigans. I don't trust this administration. I wouldn't trust them to tell me water's wet. And again, I'm not trying to be negative, sir. I love my Atlanta Falcons. I do. But if you got to tell me I got to pick one or the other, I'm not going to answer the question. That's just me. What say you, sir? What say you? Let's hear from you. What say you?
You said you wouldn't trust them to tell you that water is wet. That is
I wouldn't
tough,
tell. If you look, let me tell you something.
Tough. You don't even believe the organization to tell you that it's raining outside if it tells you that it's damn near thunderstorming outside.
Here's the ironic thing. I love Raheem Morris. I do. I love Raheem as a speaker. Gets me going, man. If I want to work out, I put on some Raheem conference bridges and listen to him talk, and he'll get me going, man. I love his bravado. He is very charismatic. I love to hear him speak. But a head coach, he is not. He is not. And we are fooling ourselves if we sign up for another year of this. That's just my opinion. Doesn't matter. I don't have any NFL experience. What do I know? But I know I don't trust a thing that man says. It's entertaining. It sounds good. It's fun. Raheem will really get you going. But do I trust him? No, I don't. Look at the chaos that is taking place, Jay. You ain't got to believe me. Look at the last 2 years. Give me your thoughts on that, right? Give me your thoughts on that. The Kirk Cousins situation. He was hurt. Oh, no, he wasn't hurt. Oh, yes, he was. Oh, no, he wasn't. The kicker situation with Coop. The timeout. I go on 92-9 the game. Oh, wait, no. It's not me. You're being negative. It's not me, right? This year, we got Coop again, right? No, wait a minute. Let's go to the offseason. Oh, it's a competition between Koo and what's-his-face, who's an international kicker. Oh, wait, no, it's not a competition because he wasn't ready, and we knew that the whole time. Oh, wait, you know what? Mooney's going to be out for a few games. Oh, no, he's got a torn-up shoulder. Come on, man. Again, I love Raheem.
You forgot to mention Jimmy Lake, first-year head coach, bringing in Jimmy Lake, first-year DC, bringing in Zach Robinson, first year.
I didn't want to do that, bro. I didn't want to do
that. So there's about 7 or 8 things that kind of have you thrilled about Raheem Morris already.
That have us.
Doesn't give you.
It's not just me. Have us. It's a lot of us out here.
Okay, and I'm not on the just, it's not Jack Spade on the, oh, Jack, you seem like you want Raheem back. I'm looking at the organization from T-Will, you know that I know some things. Mm-hmm. And I'm just looking at the situation where I think Mr. Blank is probably looking at how difficult it may be to go get another head coach with Terry Fontenot in his last year as a GM. Raheem Morris, 2 years, you're firing another coach. Do you want to go down that lane, down that route when, of course, the Michael Penix situation thing didn't work out, right? I'm going to be totally honest. Now more people are starting to get it that Michael Penix probably won't be back during training camp. He won't be back at the beginning of the year.
Right.
And it's putting people in a position to say, what head coach is coming in here to make these changes with all this going on within the organization? The only person that has kind of dealt with this right now is Raheem Morris.
Yeah. I don't know that you necessarily need to make changes. You need to coach up who you have, right?
Nobody is putting respectfully the Easton Stick. Nobody is saying Easton Stick is the quarterback next.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
Nobody's even looking at. I know my boy Damsky posted yesterday Kyler Murray because the Cardinals shut down Kyler Murray. He posted a GIF of Kyler Murray. He was like, "I dare you to do it, Falcons." I was like, "Damsky, you stop it and you stop it now.
Stop it right now, Damsky."
But if you don't get Mac Jones, like some people were talking about, if you don't even get a guy such as, you probably won't even get Geno Smith with that contract, Tua Tagovailoa, some of these quarterbacks y'all don't want here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that. But the Colts called a 44-year quarterback, 44 years old, to come play in 2025 after the man has sat out for over 1,000 days at the house with his grandkids. There is a market
for football. What? Papa's going to be on Sunday?
There is a market for Kirk. Some way, somehow, Raheem believes there is a market for Kirk Cousins, and it was just in that tweet I just put out there, or Mark Raimondi just put out there yesterday, that they will evaluate the quarterback situation this offseason, and it's a very high possible chance that Kirk Cousins is your starting quarterback next year. Why is Raheem saying that? Because Raheem is thinking that he is the head coach for next year. And what we don't see behind the scenes is the buddy system. Buddy. We don't see that. Remember Raheem a couple weeks ago in the press conference, even after a loss, what did he say, T. Will? Arthur Blank and him, Arthur Blank has his back, right? Arthur Blank trusts in him 100%. That was something similar along those lines in that press conference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Zach Taylor, his interview the other day, or his press conference with the Bengals media, they pressed Zach Taylor about his contract going into the 2026 and 2027 season. They pressed him in that press conference. For Raheem Morris' situation, I know some of the media might seem a little bit, tight when they go at him.
Mm-hmm.
But who's in that interview room really pressing him about his contract? Who's in that interview room pressing him about, hey, you're on the hot seat? I think in the past couple of days or so, maybe the biggest question I've asked, or the biggest question I've heard asked to Raheem about his future, was a couple weeks ago when he said Arthur Blank has his back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think of it like, this man is literally talking about the offseason every single press conference, because right now it is a long way until next year. But as a head coach of a football team, you do think about the offseason, because if you're not making the playoffs, that's the next thing to worry about, the offseason.
What are your thoughts on this, Jack?
And I hate StreamYard too as well.
Yeah, StreamYard sucks. But what are your what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on this?
What's up? On what? On Raheem?
On the potential for Raheem coming back next year.
The buddy system is going to play out more than what the fans want. It's buddy, man.
Yeah,
it's the system where, hey, look, I know we had a bad season, but don't forget, even at us being 5-9 this year, at this point,
mm-hmm.
even at us being at 5-9 at this point in this year, mm-hmm. even if we go beat the Cardinals, even if we go beat the Saints,
mm-hmm.
and lose to the Rams, what did you go? What, 3-1 down the stretch of the last 4 games of the season? With Kirk Cousins, you beat the Bucs, you beat the Cardinals, you beat the Saints. Maybe you might lose to the Rams. Don't. Let me say something. Don't end up beating the Rams. Don't end up winning these next 3 games. Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. You win these next 3 games. Oh, be prepared to see that smile back inside Flowery Branch. Be prepared to see the Django back in Flowery Branch. I'm telling you right now. You go out there and get a big win over the Cardinals Sunday. Yes, it doesn't mean nothing. We understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the season is over. We understand that. Mm-hmm. But for a $1 billion business, for a company, for Arthur Blank to walk on those sidelines Sunday and smile over a win, it meant a lot to him. I'm telling you. Now, don't forget, he got World Cup coming up next year. His main World Cup is big to him.
Mm-hmm.
To have a head coach of the football team that's a lot of money and that he owns, taken care of with what?
You cut out, Jack.
What's up, T-Will?
You cut out. I didn't hear the last part of what you said.
Is T-Will there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Did you cut out? I don't know. It's
no. Okay. Look it. I'm saying.
I think StreamYard is StreamYarding, T-Will.
It is.
I honestly think it is.
It is. But Jack, I mean, I just it's unfortunate. And you know what? The reason he is keeping him may not even have anything to do with that. I mean, it could be stuff I'm not going to get into, but I honestly feel like if you can't make a decision based on everything that's happened, then he was going to get a 3-year deal no matter what. Because to me, for you to put that out there, you're hoping that he can win so you can justify everything that's happened with the injuries and with everything that's taken place. But that's not the full story, because you lost games you should have won. There's no way you should have lost a game 30-0 to the Panthers. You shouldn't have got swept by the Panthers. You shouldn't have lost to the Dolphins. If you had addressed the field goal kicker in the first place, you're not in this situation. There are about 4 or 5 games that if we win, we're not having this conversation, that have nothing to do with anything but Raheem's decisions. So the fact that you even would come out and say, well, we're going to evaluate him for no, you're looking for justification to keep him. Okay, that's what this is about. You've put it out there so you can put it in the fans' mind, so you can come back and say, well, Penix did get hurt, even though we know the season was over before that. Penix did get hurt, and Drake was hurt. The season was over before Drake got hurt. You had already lost too many games. You had already missed opportunities. Like, even if we win every game after Drake gets hurt, there's still a possibility the only way we'd be getting in is winning the NFC South. So let's stop all the nonsense with, well, we're going to evaluate him for the last 5 games. No, you're looking for a reason to keep him. Let's just call it what it is. You are justifying why you're going to keep him. That's why. And if he wins, then so be it. Let loose the dogs of war. They will, the masses will accept him. But those of us who are in the know this decision was already made, right? It's like my brother Eric said, Raheem was going to get a 3rd year no matter what. So, just my thoughts. Jack, you there? Jack, you there?
I do believe that. I do believe that. StreamYard is StreamYarding right now, T-Will. It's cutting up pretty bad here. Yeah, I'm here. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think you're like 30
T-Will,
seconds.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
StreamYard is cutting up pretty bad. Yeah, it's cutting up pretty bad. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and end this because I've never seen StreamYard. But actually, I have seen StreamYard do this dumb shit before. And we're having a great time conversating with these fans, and of course, everybody's in here talking Falcons, and we're just enjoying this talk about Raheem and Kirk Cousins and the quarterbacks.
Maybe it's Raheem,
future head coach, but StreamYard is short this morning.
It's Raheem. It's Raheem.
Even when you talk right now, like it's looking like you're going like,
yeah.
Oh my God! Anybody mention Dead Ritter? But for some reason, like it's showing that you're like fast forwarding and then you're slowing down. It looks like somebody's trying to speed you up when you're talking. And then, of course, I don't know what's going on my end because for my channel it looks like it's fine, but for some strange reason, you're telling me that it could be frozen on my end too as well. But StreamYard is a piece of shit. I really hate StreamYard. And of course, we don't know how to control it because we just use the link and we go live. Been doing this for almost a year and a half, close to 2 years, and it's like out of 10 times you'll do a show, 9 times they'll be great, and then 1 time StreamYard will F up. This
is the 1 time.
Let me see.
You want to try and go out and come back in, Jack? Yeah, let's try that. Hey guys, if you guys can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat. Let me know. Jack, you there?
I'm Jack, here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's like there's a Jack, you there? Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and end this, man, because this makes no sense. It makes no sense, bro. Okay. StreamYard is just effing up. I really don't know how to. You really can't fix StreamYard either. It's not like you can just go into the controls and just change it up. They run this link, the way that they run it. So this program that StreamYard has for most streamers and content creators, I've seen it before on a couple people's channels, and I've reached out to them and let them know, hey man, this stuff is lagging pretty bad. But like I said, 9 times you'll do a show, and that 1 time StreamYard will F it up. So T-Will, you want to go ahead and get to your shout outs, man? We'll go ahead and end this podcast. Let's come back later on and talk some Falcons football with some people. Hopefully StreamYard is back to normal. Don't know what it's doing, don't know why it's doing it, but let's wrap this up here for right now.
Of course, my brother. Well, hey, as always, to everyone who joined us in the chat, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We love talking Falcons football with you, and we wish you guys nothing but love, safety, and success and prosperity. Hopefully, God will bless all of you guys. Hey, thank God for waking me up this morning. And you can see me at For My ATL Sports 1 on YouTube, as well as For My ATL Movies 1 on YouTube as well. Jordan and I have a podcast tonight, or actually, we're recording it tonight, but we will be talking about Iron Man and Iron Man 2. Jack Spade, last but not least, sir, thank you as always for having me on the show. I appreciate you. Thank you and Eric for discovering me. And you guys have a great day. Jack, it's on you, sir.
You see, right now, it looks perfect right now. Like there's no problems, there's no connection issues.
Of course it does.
So I hate StreamYard. I hate it. I hate it. I swear I hate StreamYard, dog.
Of course.
Like, even right now, it doesn't look like you're fast forwarding. It doesn't look like you're slowing down. Like it was a lot of choppiness in between the channel. And, you asking me, Jack, you there? Me asking you, T-Will, you there? It's effing, I hate StreamYard, dog. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But we got to come back and talk some Falcons football. with the fans because they deserve more, especially from One Time for the Fan with this.
Yes,
And
they do.
it has nothing to do with Wi-Fi issues or anything like that. This is straight
No, it
StreamYard.
doesn't.
This is
No, it does not. No, it doesn't.
right.
It does
This is
not.
StreamYard and what they do on their program and their link. And it does mess up from time to time. It does have, there are different connections that people use, but then when it goes to like inviting other guests, it's kind of difficult when you use those other programs, or when you try to share a screen and all that type of stuff is difficult. But hopefully things change for this StreamYard link, because this is truly embarrassing. But yeah, T-Will, man, we talked a little bit about Raheem Morris, his job for next year, this job security. Of course, the win over Tampa might have meant something. The win over the Saints might have meant something. Even if they beat the Cardinals and the Saints and the Rams coming up, what would it mean for Arthur Blank and the team? But we had so much to go over this morning, and StreamYard effed it up. So we'll come back. If we don't come back today, of course, we'll be back on Sunday for breakfast with One Time for the Fan again, because the Falcons play late and it's an away game. So that means we get a chance to come back and talk again. Hopefully we don't have these issues with StreamYard. But T-Will, man, big shout out to you. Big shout out to Kerry, Bodie, everybody across the Falcons fan universe. Y'all are great, man. I truly, truly, truly am sorry that StreamYard sucks, because we want people to make sure that they can enjoy this podcast. And, we do it 3 times a week, pop-up shows too as well. And we don't even get this type of problems. Like I told you, man, 9 out of 10 times, 9 times it works. The one time it might mess up. Today seems to be the one time that StreamYard doesn't want to be great. So thanks to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's been in here tuning in with us and talking Falcons with us. 43 minutes? About 30 of them was pretty good. The other 13 was all choppy and shit. I really hate StreamYard. StreamYard, if you're watching, if you're listening, we really hate you. And, we do hope that, this company gets sold to maybe Netflix buys StreamYard. Maybe everything will change in a couple of days when Netflix buys StreamYard. Netflix buying up everything else. Come buy StreamYard. But
did that sale go through? Did that sale go through, Jack?
I don't know. I mean,
it hasn't been approved yet.
Yeah, the Warner Brothers deal?
Yeah, I don't think it's been approved. Because the way Trump is talking, I don't know that he's gonna. I don't know that that's gonna be approved. I don't know.
Netflix ain't playing, bro. Netflix is coming for everything, bro. They're gonna end up buying Walmart in a minute. They want it all. But yeah, man. Thank you to everybody that tuned in today. Breakfast with One Time for the Fan was somewhat great, but very disappointing. Bobby D's in the chat. See, got fans jumping in here commenting too as well. Big shout out to Bobby D. Bobby D, man. We had a quick little talk about Raheem Morris, job security, and of course, Kirk Cousins, if he's possibly going to be back next year. But the stream was real choppy and stuff. I guess StreamYard is just messing up with some shit. Good thing Craig's not in here, because Craig would have came in here roasting and all that stuff. We don't even need that this day.
Yeah, I hadn't heard from Craig. Wow, I hope he's doing all right. Craig, if you're out there, man, let us know you're good.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Craig, man. But it's just very disappointing that, we had about another 20, 30 minutes of talking Falcons, but with the choppiness and the back and forth and the connection of, 1 minute T-Will's talking and then he speeds up, and the next minute I'm sitting over there and I might be frozen, and we don't get that with StreamYard. We're not supposed to get that. Like they're a platform that's supposed to be able to fix this type of stuff, but apparently they have not yet. So we'll be back. If not today, we'll be back. See, look, I'm looking at T-Will. He's choppy right now again. We'll be back, of course. If not today, then we'll be back on Sunday to talk some Falcons football. T-Will, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the chat channels and, of course, the Falcons fan universe. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later.
Rise up.
Uncle Steve said, hi, I'm a rep from StreamYard. We are coming out to the Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Look, even right now, bro. Look, even right now, I hit end stream right now, and the stream still hasn't ended. StreamYard, you suck. I hate you. I truly, truly hate you so much, StreamYard.
You are my mortal enemy, StreamYard.
Oh my God, bro! StreamYard still didn't end the show. I hit end stream, and they still ain't ended. Look at this stupid shit.
It doesn't.
Are you kidding me?